What is up, guys? Hogan the Grim here, and today I'm finally going to give you guys my Blackwing Cancer deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. So first of all, I'm running triple Gale, triple Chris, and triple Bora. So obviously, I know some people like to run 2 Gales. I prefer 3 since Gale can special summon in itself if there's another Blackwing monster on the field. So it's an instant synchro play. Chris, you gotta play 3 of it. It's a level 4 1900 body, and next to one of the other cards I'm playing in this deck, this has the the highest attack for Whirlwind to search out anything else from the deck. And I know Chris can only special summon itself once per turn, but it's still one of the better targets for Whirlwind. And obviously Bora, because Bora's good, because you special itself, and this is not once per turn, unlike Chris. Then for the 2Ls, I do run 2 Blizzards. You don't need more than 2. Some play 1, but I see myself needing Blizzard because this comes in really clutch plays. And then for the 1Ls, I run 1 Gladius the Midnight Sun because this is a target for Whirlwind, and if you only control 1 Blackwing monster, this special summons itself, and that's why I only run 1. Plus, it cannot be destroyed at all once per turn. 1 Kochi for my level 8 plays. I know Oster is another option, but I honestly would I prefer to have Kochi for the moment, since I don't really see myself using Oster's effect. But you can swap Kochi out for Oster. 1 Orochi as a combo extender. This also special summons itself when there's another Blackwing monster on the field. And second effect, it comes in handy. 1 Pinaki. I've never needed more than 1 copy. I mean, yeah, it's your generics. It searches at the end phase, but you're limited to synchro summoning Blackwing monsters. And then 1 Shura. Used to play 2 copies, but didn't really need the second copy. But he's another Whirlwind target. And then finally, Sirocco. I do play this card because what you can do is use Whirlwind. If your opponent has a monster on the field and you don't, you normal summon Sirocco without tributing. Use Whirlwind to summon out Gale, and then you combo Sirocco with Gale. Gale, you have the attack of 1 monster, like let's say, I'll give you an example, Red Nova Dragon. And then Sirocco uses its effect to boost Gale up to 3300, and then you can use this to use Gale to run over Red Nova Dragon. So it's like a really good combo. And then for my spicy tech, I do run 2 Guiding Ariadnes. You'll see why very soon. And then that's it for the monsters. For the spells, I run 3 Whirlwind. Obviously, is your search power. And then 1 Twin Twisters to get rid of back row. And for traps, I run 1 Black Sonic, 1 Delta Crow. This card you can honestly cut for another copy of Twin Twisters if you want, or another copy of Black Sonic, because this card is pretty good. I just don't really need a second. I don't really see myself playing more than 1 copy of Black Sonic. I know it's annoying, but whatever. And then this is where the real traps come in. Because oh my god, my trap lineup is disgusting. Are you ready, son? I run 3 Anti-Spell Fragrance, because traps are not really a thing right now. And you only play 4 traps in this deck. I mean, yeah, it slows down your Whirlwind plays for 1 turn. But if you already have Whirlwind on the field, it doesn't matter. Solemn Judgment. Obviously, you gotta run 3 copies of Solemn Judgment. 3 Solemn Strikes. 3 Warning. And then 3 Ultimate Providence. Hence why I run the Guiding Ariadnes. This is why this Blackwing Cancer. You get all these negates, and if you have Ariadne in one of your pendulum scales, they're free. I could play Card of Demise, but the card's at 1, so I didn't feel like I would need that card. That's it for the main deck. On to the extra deck. So the Blackwing monsters, I run one Raikiri, one Armed Wing, great against Shaddoll players. Armor Master, because it's Armor Master. Full Armor Master. Unaffected by other card effects. Nathung. I used to play 2 copies, but I cut it a while ago because I didn't really need the second copy. Hawk Joe. So this card, you can cut Hawk Joe out. I haven't summoned this guy in years, and honestly, you could swap this out for like a Link monster. I don't play Link monsters in this mode because I personally hate Link monsters, but you can swap this out for a Boral Sword or whatever Link monster you want. And then for the other synchro monsters, I also run one Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. I prefer this over Black Rose because this is non-destruction removal, and it triggers once per turn when your opponent special summons a monster. Clearwing, Crystal Wing. You can swap the Clearwing out for another Link monster. I don't care what you swap it out for if you don't want to play Clearwing, but you have to run Crystal Wing since you can use it. You can make this easily in this deck with any of your black monsters and either Blizzard, Gale. No, not Gale. Well, Blizzard or like Orochi. Who's one of these guys? Cyframe Lord Omega. My Ace, my Burning Soul. I've seen this card. The Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, signed by Mr. Aster Phoenix. That's my Ace, bro. I'm really happy that I have this card. Thank you again to Oliver Wyman for signing this card. By communicating with me on Twitter, even when I was going through rough times. Sincerely, man, this is my most precious card in my entire collection. Again, shout out to Oliver Wyman. I'm sorry. I gotta keep bragging about this Ghost Rare sign by Aster Phoenix for free, y'all. And if you want to communicate with me, follow me on Twitter. I'll post a link to my Twitter account in the description below. Start a Spark. You can cut this for Link Monster. Trishula, because Trish is good. Castell, and then Zero Fine. So Zero Fine, really broken, gains 300, and negates the effects of all cards your opponent controls, and gains 300 attack for every face-up card on the field. So this is pretty busted. And like Castell, Start a Spark, Clearway, and Hawk Joe. You want to use Link monsters? Go ahead. I just couldn't think of it. I just didn't want to play Link monsters in this build, but I might. And then I don't really have much of a side deck, but Ghost Rare Scarlet. But I'll show you what I currently have so far. It's not much. It's really just... Well, I have a 12 card side deck, but again, it's a Starving Venom and a Super Poly. 3 Call by the Graves. 2 Lullaby of Obedience. My secret tech card. This card is amazing in this deck because you can use it to get rid of your opponent's hand traps. Worst case scenario, if your opponent chooses to let you special summon, just to special summon the Ash Blossom to your side of the field, it's an extra tuner for you and your synchro plays. 1 Raigeki, 2 more copies of Twin Twisters, and then Stygian Dirge. I'm gonna cut this, and Skilled Ring. And that's it for the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed, and Hogan the Grim signing out.